So today I'm gonna be making this, which is a firecracker, and it's got like its own wick that I made, and it's pretty cool. It's not, it looks pretty childish because it's made out of mighty beans from like when I was 8, which was a really long time ago, almost 7 years. And so like it's basically they're mighty beans, but you take them and you cut them into halves, okay? And we're gonna fill them up and then make our own wicks and stuff. By the way, I'm not responsible for any injuries or anything that happens while using these, so I mean, I had to find them at my own risk too. But they blow up pretty nice. I mean, some of them do, if you fill them good enough. Right, Jules? I mean, they're blowing them up too, causing the neighbors mayhem. Okay, so anyways, first thing you're gonna want to do is take the bean, like it'd be like kind of like that, so it's like this. You can shake it, but you want to cut it so it's in half, and then get rid of the ball. You don't really need the ball. Julie takes them. So you have this. So here's the top, and at the top one, you're gonna want to put a hole in it. So it's got to be bigger than the hole that I have right here. So let's bring that hole in today. And whenever you're lighting your lighter, right here, is the tip, but you want to try and get it like burning right over here more too, because like so that when you put it in, you're not like it won't come out and burn your fingers off. So that's happened to me. So I'm gonna get up top and here. Oh, there's fire from the last time I burned a hole through here. You can do this with a paper clip. I'm just using wire. So you want to make it a pretty nice sized. Okay, so this isn't going to take a lot of stuff. You might not have some of the supplies, but hopefully you have most of them. You might not have this, so you can use like any plastic casing. I just use these because they were so easy to use. So you want to hold them nice, kind of big, like that big. Man, I can't really. If I how about to lighter? It'd be like that big. And I don't really know how to like show you like size comparison or so. You kind of actually want it bigger than that, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Because this thing, the wick is pretty big, so we have to be able to fit the wick through there. And we're going to make that pretty soon here too. Okay, so I made our hole bigger. And so yeah. And so now we're gonna, oops. So now we're gonna take the other end, move all the hot stuff away because you don't want this to explode or anything, because it can. It'll take some black powder, which I have here in this bag, and this is basically the main thing throughout this whole thing is this stuff right here. So I want to take the bottom of it, and put, it depends on how much you want into it, but you're going to put some of this black powder into it. Doesn't really matter how much you put into there. Let's put some of this in here. You know what, let's actually just leave it up there. Okay. So, that's how much we have this thing filled through. It's kind of out of focus. Let me see, there it goes. So, it's kind of that much. So, okay, so, after you do that, like, you're gonna have to, like, put it somewhere so it can sit. I mean, like, kind of find a place for it to sit, like, and chill. So just chill there. Okay, so you want to, if you have the black powder, you kind of want to close it up so nothing can reach it. Then you're going to take a tissue, and the tissue works the best. Don't use paper because that's what this is, and it's kind of like what it does is it just basically lights on fire, and it's so quick that you can't really get out of the way from it. So you're going to cut a square out of your tissue about this big. You're going to need your tissue to be big because this isn't a regular size tissue. If you see the miniature scissors, see, it's kind of like that big size comparison. Okay, so then you take the black powder and look at how I do this. We're just gonna take it and spread it across. Kind of really nice, and so like it's like gets to all the places because this is gonna be the wick. The wicks are kind of the failing part of this. If you have a actual wick, use it, and you could already be like done. But if you don't have a wick, and since I don't, I had to make one. It's kind of actually cooler though because like you're making the whole thing. It's kind of like you're making your own fireworks. And like I looked at a lot of videos on how to make firecrackers, and a lot of them were like just matches. So, and I don't have like 3,080 matches to make something, so I didn't bother with that. Alright, so now you have this. I'm just going to kind of cut mine just a little bit, because I don't think I'm going to need this whole paper, because it's like, I just cut that much off. It's not that much, so, you know, whatever. And now you're going to take it and you're going to fold it, and it doesn't really matter. You're just going to fold from the beginning. Look up here. So, see how I'm folding it? I mean, you don't even need to start like rolling it onto it. So just fold it up. And finally you'll get to the black powder part. Oh, that sucks. Don't rip it. Whatever you do, do not rip it. Because that just makes a weak point, and then it'll rip. Next, you're going to twist it. Pretty nice twist. Watch you don't rip it. Because when you do that, it doesn't really work well. Like I did. But I'm still going to use it anyways because I don't feel like making another one. And so, next you're going to take your cap that you have. And let's just twist this part right here. And you're going to put it like inside of it because it's got to go inside of it and then reach to the black powder part. And like I said before, don't rip it. I'm gonna kind of like try and pause this or something, and alright, you know what? Actually, we'll just go ahead and move on. Yeah, we'll just move on. So here, I just gotta rip this off. I'll make a new one later. Oh well. Who cares? And the hole needs to be bigger too. So let me just get that bigger. This is pretty stupid to be doing right next to black powder. Because there could be a catastrophe here. Bigger hole means that I can make a better way.